Today, we're diving into a classic that bubbled up from the 90s. A game where coolness is not just an attitude, but a way of life. Buckle up as we take a radical ride through the world of Cool Spot on the Super Nintendo Entertainment System. Released in the early 90s, Cool Spot was the epitome of cool in video game form, blending vibrant visuals, smooth gameplay, and a soundtrack that's as catchy as the jingles from your favorite Saturday morning cartoons. But what made this game stand out in the crowded world of Super Nintendo platformers? Was it the crisp animation, the challenging levels, or the fact that you play as a sunglasses wearing red dot with an attitude? Cool Spot brought gamers a unique blend of adventure and product placement that was both unabashed and ahead of its time. But beyond its fizzy exterior lay a platforming challenge that tested the skills of even the most seasoned players. We're not just revisiting this carbonated classic, we're exploring what made it tick, from its gameplay mechanics and level design to its unforgettable music and visuals. Whether you're a die-hard fan or a curious newcomer, there's something undeniably cool about Cool Spot that keeps us coming back for more. Before we dive headfirst into the fizzing waves of gameplay, let's pop the tab on the story that frames our adventure with Cool Spot. In a world where coolness reigns supreme, our protagonist isn't your typical hero. No dragons to slay or kingdoms to save here. Instead, we embark on a quest fueled by friendship and carbonation. At its core, Cool Spot's mission is simple yet endearing. Our hero, Spot, must navigate through a variety of hazardous environments to rescue his fellow Spots, trapped in cages throughout each level. It's a tale of camaraderie set against the backdrop of the early 90s, where attitude and brand mascots were as much a part of pop culture as the music and movies of the era. From sun-drenched beaches to perilous docks, each level isn't just about getting from point A to B. It's a rescue mission that requires precision, timing, and a fair share of cool-headed bravery. The story may not be complex, but it's the charm and personality of Cool Spot himself that turns this simple premise into a memorable journey. In an age where video games were rapidly evolving, Cool Spot's story reminded us that sometimes the joy of gaming comes from the simplest of places. A tale of rescue, friendship, and yes, a bit of corporate branding crafted a narrative that was both accessible and deeply engaging. It's time to dissect the fizzy, poppin' gameplay mechanics that make Cool Spot a standout title in the sea of 90s platformers. With its refreshing blend of exploration, action, and precision, this game managed to capture our hearts and challenge our skills. At first glance, Cool Spot brings the familiar run and jump mechanics to the table, but it's the execution that makes it shine. Our hero doesn't just walk, he struts, bringing a swagger to every step, jump, and climb throughout the game's diverse levels. But it's not just about looking cool. Each level is designed with intricate detail, demanding players to not only navigate through enemies and obstacles, but also engage in a bit of exploration to rescue Spot's friends. This isn't your run-of-the-mill platformer, where getting to the end of the level is enough. Here, you're on a mission to save your carbonated compadres, requiring you to reach a certain percentage of cool points before the cage unlocks. And let's talk firepower. Cool Spot can hurl soda bubbles at enemies, blending action with strategy as you decide when to blast away or when to dodge and weave. The game's difficulty curve is as smooth as the soda it represents, gradually introducing more complex challenges and tougher enemies as you progress. Health is represented by a coolness meter, shrinking with every hit. But fear not, for the world of Cool Spot is littered with power-ups and health boosts, cleverly disguised as everyday items. It's a game that rewards curiosity and exploration, encouraging players to seek out every nook and cranny for those life-saving bonuses. Cool Spot's gameplay is a testament to the era of gaming where fun reigned supreme mixed with a dash of challenge and a whole lot of personality. Whether you're a seasoned platformer veteran looking for a nostalgic trip, or a newcomer curious about the classics, Cool Spot delivers an experience that's as refreshing today as it was back in the 90s. Let's not forget the iconic soundtrack and sound effects that accompany your journey. From the satisfying pop of freeing a friend to the catchy tunes that stick with you long after you've turned off the console, Cool Spot's audio is the cherry on top of this carbonated adventure. Composed by the talented Tommy Tallarico, the soundtrack of Cool Spot is a vibrant mix of upbeat rhythms and catchy melodies that perfectly capture the game's cool and adventurous spirit. Each level features a unique track, ensuring that the audio experience is as diverse and engaging as the gameplay itself. From the sunny beaches with their laid-back vibes to the dark and eerie toy levels, the music shifts tones seamlessly, enhancing the atmosphere and immersing players deeper into Cool Spot's world. But it's not just the music that stands out, the sound effects are equally memorable. Every jump, every bubble shot, and every enemy defeated is accompanied by satisfying sound effects that feel just right. And the iconic sound of a cage opening to free a fellow Spot. Music to our ears. It's these auditory details that add a layer of perfection and fun to the game, making each action feel impactful. The genius of Cool Spot's audio lies in its ability to complement the visuals without overwhelming them. It strikes a perfect balance, engaging players without distracting from the platforming challenges at hand. Whether you're bobbing your head to the beat or concentrating on navigating through tricky obstacles, the game's soundtrack and sound effects are your constant companions, cheering you on. In the realm of 16-bit games, where graphical prowess was often the focal point, Cool Spot reminds us that a stellar soundtrack and thoughtful sound design are just as crucial in crafting a memorable gaming experience. Tommy Tallarico's work on this game not only set a high bar for audio and video games, but also left us with tunes that linger long after we power down our consoles. Upon its release in the early 90s, Cool Spot was met with positive reviews, praised for its engaging gameplay, stunning visuals, and of course, its outstanding music and sound design. Critics and players alike were charmed by its charismatic hero and the challenging yet fair platforming mechanics. But it was more than just the reviews that cemented Cool Spot's place in gaming history. Cool Spot embodied the early 90s culture with its attitude-filled mascot and brand tie-in, a common trend of the era. Yet, unlike many other mascot-driven games, Cool Spot stood the test of time thanks to its solid gameplay and distinctive style. For many gamers, Cool Spot wasn't just another title in their Super Nintendo collection. It was a defining part of their childhood gaming experiences. Its legacy continues through online communities, fan sites, and retro gaming channels, where it's celebrated not just as a product of its time, but as a genuinely great platformer. So, what makes Cool Spot a game worth revisiting? It's the combination of challenging gameplay, memorable music, and a unique protagonist that captures the essence of an era. It's a piece of video game history that reminds us why we fell in love with gaming in the first place. From its vibrant visuals and catchy tunes to the crisp and engaging gameplay, Cool Spot stands as a testament to the creativity and fun that defined the era. It challenged us, delighted us, and most importantly, brought us together, sharing in the trials and triumphs of our cool, carbonated hero. It's clear that this game, like many from its time, wasn't just about passing levels or defeating bosses. It was about the experience, the memories created, and the friendships forged in front of flickering screens. As we power down our consoles and step back into the present, we take with us the lessons and laughter of Cool Spot. In a world that often feels too fast, too serious, it's games like these that remind us to take a moment, to enjoy the journey, and to always keep it cool. Thank you for joining us on this retro ride. If you've enjoyed reliving the magic of Cool Spot, hit that like button, share this video with fellow retro enthusiasts, and subscribe for more dives into the pixelated past. We've got plenty more gems to uncover, and we can't wait to share them with you. Until next time, keep those controllers charged, those memories alive, subscribe to the channel, and as always, keep gaming. This is Mighty Retro, signing off. Stay cool, everyone.